Imagine waking up tomorrow, opening your window, and seeing something impossible. The horizon stretches endlessly in every direction. No curve, no distant drop, just a perfectly flat world reaching farther than the eye can see. At first, it feels like a dream. Scientists rush to their observatories. Satellites send back unbelievable images. The news explodes with a single headline: Earth is no longer round. Some people celebrate, others panic. For centuries, humanity has known that Earth is a sphere. It shapes our gravity, our oceans, our weather, and even life itself. But now, somehow, our planet has become a giant flat disk floating through space. The question isn't whether it's possible. The question is, what happens next? Because while a flat Earth might sound fascinating, the reality could become one of the greatest disasters in human history. And it would all begin within the first few hours.
The first thing people notice isn't the ground. It's the sky. On our spherical Earth, the sun rises and sets because of the planet's shape and rotation. But on a flat Earth, those familiar patterns begin to break apart. Some regions find themselves trapped under endless daylight. The sun hangs in the sky for days without moving below the horizon. Temperatures rise higher and higher. Meanwhile, other parts of the world are swallowed by permanent darkness. Without sunlight, temperatures crash. Cities begin freezing. Power grids struggle to keep millions alive. Across the globe, people watch in confusion as the natural rhythm of day and night disappears. Sleep schedules collapse. Agriculture becomes unpredictable. Entire ecosystems start falling apart. And this is only the beginning. Because an even bigger problem is waiting beneath everyone's feet. Gravity.
Gravity is something we rarely think about. It's always there, quietly holding everything together. But Earth being round is one of the reasons gravity works the way it does. On a giant flat disk, gravity would behave very differently. Near the center of the world, things might seem almost normal. But the farther you travel toward the edge, the stranger everything becomes. Instead of pulling straight downward, gravity begins pulling toward the center. Trees start leaning inward. Buildings require completely new designs. Roads feel like endless uphill climbs. Near the outer regions, standing upright becomes difficult. Aircraft struggle with navigation. Entire cities become dangerous places to live. Governments launch massive relocation programs, moving millions of people toward the center of the world. But another force is already beginning to reshape the planet: water. And water never stays still.
Earth's oceans cover more than 70% of the planet. And on a flat Earth, they would begin moving. Slowly at first, then faster. Water naturally follows gravity. As gravity pulls toward the center of the disk, oceans begin migrating inward. Coastal regions near the center experience catastrophic flooding. Entire cities vanish beneath rising seas. Meanwhile, outer regions face the opposite disaster. The oceans retreat. Harbors become deserts. Ships sit stranded on dry seabeds. Marine ecosystems collapse as habitats disappear. Weather becomes even more chaotic. Hurricanes grow larger. Storms become more violent. Rain falls where it never has before, and stops falling where it's needed most. Food shortages spread across continents. Supply chains fail. For the first time in history, humanity faces a planet that no longer behaves like Earth.
Yet despite all these problems, one mystery captures everyone's attention. The edge. The edge of the world.
As civilization struggles to survive, explorers set out on the most ambitious journey ever attempted. They travel farther than any human has gone before. Across deserts, across abandoned cities, across landscapes transformed by the new laws of physics. Their destination is the same place people have imagined for thousands of years, the edge of the Earth. After months of travel, they finally arrive, and what they find is beyond imagination. A colossal cliff stretching endlessly in both directions. Beyond it lies only darkness and space. The universe itself begins where the Earth ends. Standing there, humanity finally understands something important. Earth's spherical shape was never just a detail. It was part of a delicate system that made life possible. The oceans, the climate, gravity, the balance that allowed civilizations to grow. Remove that shape, and the world begins to unravel. So while a flat Earth might satisfy one of humanity's oldest curiosities, it could also become our greatest nightmare. Because sometimes the things we take for granted are the very things keeping our world alive. And that leaves one final question. If a flat Earth would be this dangerous, what would happen if Earth suddenly became a giant cube?